A lot of people don't believe it, but George Floyd happens every day. And when I say George Floyd happens every day, I mean somebody unfortunately gets killed by the police over in America every single day. That's the reality that I had to deal with when I was living over in America. Some people try not to accept that. Some people try to pretend like that's not going on. But that's the harsh reality of what we have to deal with as a people when we're living over in America. And I was tired of having to deal with that. That's no way that we should be living. We shouldn't have to feel like we have to tuck our black in when we go to certain places. We can't fully be ourselves. We can't move accordingly. I got tired of living in that type of environment. I was 24 at the time, 25 maybe. I was in my 20s. And I said, you know what, I'm done with this. I've been over in East Africa, Tanzania for 5 years now. And I haven't looked back since because I was tired of being in that environment. The Western world is such a toxic place, and we feel like that's all we have to be a part of. In reality, no. There's a whole world that we can go and live in. I've been over here, and I haven't thought about going back not once. I've been enjoying this love, this peace, this safety, and these connections that I've been able to build with my people on the ground over here in East Africa, Tanzania. Us living in America, we have this mentality to think that we must stay in that environment. We can't see the outside world. We can't look and do anything differently. No, we are free. We can do what we want to do, where we feel led. Since I've been over here for the past 5 years, I've seen thousands of individuals that look like us try to make this jump and try to come over here to the continent of Africa and try to plant roots over here, but they weren't able to because they didn't have the right mentality, or they didn't have the fortitude to see it through or stick it out. But there's many of us who are tired of it, and it's okay to be tired. We don't have to continue to be subjugated to that system in that world that we were born into. Like, we have to remember that we were born into that. We didn't choose that system. We didn't choose that environment. But unfortunately, we still have to continue to deal with what they set up and how they put things in place. But we don't have to. We can move for ourselves. We can do what we want to do, what we feel led to do, and how we feel that we should move. So with George Floyd type of situations happening every day, that was it. When I lived and witnessed what George Floyd experienced, and I even had similar experiences myself. Thankfully, I wasn't murdered by the police, but I've been in situations where I've had gun drawn on me. I've had anger put towards me for no reason, only because of how I look, only because of the area that I was in. I wasn't supposed to be there. Like, we shouldn't have to live with that type of stuff. That's not normal. We've normalized being in that toxic environment, and in actuality, we do not have to deal with that. We can spread our wings, we can fly, we can see the world, but you just have to take a chance on yourself. I left because I wanted to put my family in a better position. I knew that I wanted to create generational wealth, and I knew it is extremely difficult in the environment of America. Now, it's doable. I'm not gonna lie and say it's not doable. You can do it. But there's still some stresses and some things that you have to deal with, unfortunately, that's not worth it. So why not come back home and get connected to our roots, get back connected to our brothers and sisters on the ground, and build from that and grow from there? We don't have to still stay in environments that stress us out, that continue to show us that they don't care about our best interests. They keep letting us know that they don't care. You can make you some money over there, but at the end of the day, if they pull your card and they need that money and they need your image and they need your likeness, they're gonna get that from you because you're in their system. So you are subjugated to whatever they put out if you continue to stay in that environment. So I didn't want to stay in that. I wanted to put my family in a better position. I wanted to go to a place where my family could be safe, where my son could be good. My son wouldn't have to worry about being pulled over by the police. And not only being pulled over by the police, just having to deal with any of those things that go on in that environment with my son, with myself, with my wife, or with any legacy that I would be trying to set up or any moves that I would be trying to make. I knew that that environment wasn't conducive to the overall vision that I had for my life and what I wanted to do for my family. So I put myself into a better position. We don't have to continue to stay in places that do not want us there, do not value what we're bringing to the table. Now, it's okay. I know it sucks. Some of our people even think that we are native to the land, so we can't get out of there. We must stay and fight and deal with all of that. Now listen, if you have that mentality, if you have that perspective, I respect that 100%, but I'm not one that have that perspective. I don't even see it as I'm running away from America. We have the freedom to go anywhere around the world and build in any environment that our skill sets will allow us to. So we have to take those risks for ourselves and for our families to put ourselves in a good position. Let's have some faith. Let's take some risk in order to put our families in better positions. Now, we can continue to talk about it. We've been talking about it for years. People always say like, oh, I want better. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. But when it's time to get the work done, some people aren't stepping up to the plate. Some people are running away from the necessary work that has to be done. So we can't afford to keep doing that. It's time for us to really look at the writing on the wall, look at the reality, and see what's really going on and move accordingly. Have some faith and take that risk for your family and for your bloodline. Everything happens for a reason. There's no coincidence that you're on this video right now. It's no coincidence that the Western world is moving the way that it is and things are starting to slowly fall apart. You are supposed to move differently. If you're watching this video to this point, for sure, I might be preaching to you. Just keeping it real. Some of y'all are scared, and it takes someone like me to stand on a platform and keep it real and say what needs to be said in order for it to fully click with you. So I'm just a messenger here trying to keep it real, here to try and let you know that it's time for you to look into the continent of Africa. It's time for you to come back and connect to your roots. It's time. The only way we're going to be able to fully and truly heal is if we come back to our motherland. We have to get away from the toxicity of the Western world and come back and connect to our roots. But don't just come and connect to your roots and think it's a handout and think that everything is all glitter and gold. And no, it's still some necessary work. It's still some necessary sacrifices. It's still some things that you have to do in order to fully adapt to being outside of the Western world and being here on the continent of Africa. So take those chances and do what you need to do so that when you come over here or when you go anywhere in the world, you are able to adjust because your mindset is fully prepared for it. Get your mind right if you're thinking about doing something like this. Hey, I'm just a messenger, and I'll be back with a little bit later. I'm just somebody who went through it and came on this journey of coming back to the continent of Africa. Now I'm here. I'm an ambassador for the African Union. I'm also a realtor with Remax over here in East Africa, Tanzania. So I've done the work. I've understood what it takes. I've made it through the process of leaving America and building something in another country. So if you're someone that's thinking about coming to the continent of Africa, my wife and I, we're hosting a webinar coming up on August the 24th called Passport to Africa. Prepare, prosper, and plant roots. Now, if you're someone who's trying to figure out what you need to do in order to come over here successfully, please join us on August 24th, where we'll be giving all of the necessary information that's needed so that you can set a firm foundation for you and your family when y'all decide to come over to the continent of Africa. If you want to figure out what it takes to build a business, we'll be talking about that. If you want to figure out what it takes to get your visa process, citizenship, residency, all of that will be discussed so that when you come over here, you know exactly what you need to do and how you need to move, all right? So we'll tag the link in the description box so that you can join us, be a part of the conversation, and get the necessary information you need in order to set a firm foundation, all right? We'll see you guys on August the 24th. And if you made it to this point in the video, please let me know what you think about leaving America. If you're someone that's trying to do that, let me know what you think and which country you plan on going to. Or if you love it over there, let me know that too. Please comment in the comment box. I always love to know what you guys think, and let me know which country you tuning in from or which city. Let me know where y'all at. I love to see where my people are showing up and showing love from. So please comment in the comment box and let me know. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button so you can stay tuned to the journey where I bring content from the continent of Africa, giving people the real about what's really going on the ground, and showing you guys some of the real estate opportunities that's here so we can build generational wealth. So if you like that type of content, please hit the subscribe button so you can stay tuned. And if you've shown love in any kind of way, if you supported us, we're eternally grateful for it. I'm grateful for those who've shown love, any support, any donation, any well wish that's been sent our way, any comment. I don't take it for granted, and I'm extremely grateful for it. So please keep showing love. And if you want to show love in any way, we have CashApp, PayPal, and Patreon down in the description box, and we love to get support so that it can help us to continue to push this work forward that we're doing over here on the continent of Africa. All right, so if you want to support us in any kind of way, we have those links down in the description box, and you can click on whichever one is best for you to support the way that you want to support. All right, and if you made it to this point in the video, thank you for your time, thank you for your attention, and I hope I was able to bring you some value and you understand why it's okay and it's time for us to leave America and try something new. Y'all make sure y'all stay safe out there. Y'all keep the shalom peace, and don't let these people stop y'all, all right? Shalom.